Good day, everyone. This is another video lesson in AAPP. The topic that I'm going to discuss in this video is the concept paper as extended definition. Before I proceed to the lesson discussion, I'm going to present first the lesson objectives. At the end of the lesson, you'll be able to explain the dual nature of a concept paper, identify the rhetorical strategies and paragraph organization in an extended definition, use the rhetorical and organizing strategies in defining a concept, and exercise fair judgment in peer critiquing. The dual nature of a concept paper. A concept paper is an in-depth analysis of any idea, situation, or practice. It can be anything you find significant. It can be a feeling, such as what is self-esteem, a cultural practice, such as what is Filipino time, a belief, such as what is transmigration, a situation, such as what is same-sex marriage, etc. So basically, the concept paper as a definition explains and explores the topic being talked about in the text. And you can discuss any topic would you like to investigate and provide enlightenment to your readers. A concept paper examines the whatness or nature of something. To accomplish this, you need to explain in full a simple definition of the term. In other words, you have to extend the definition. This means that you have to provide the full and exact definition about the topic being discussed in the text. Provide the information the readers need to know about the topic. Hence, you need to extend the definition. A concept paper or extended definition is written to inform if the topic or concept is unknown to the audience. However, if the audience has some understanding of the subject, it is written to introduce new information or dimension that gives a new perspective to the concept. So basically, the concept paper as an extended definition is informative in nature. The very purpose is to inform something about the topic which is unknown or unfamiliar to many people or your target readers. But if you think your target readers are already familiar about the topic you want to share to them, then offer something that is new to them, a new information that can give them more enlightenment and add to their existing knowledge. As an extended definition, a concept paper is fundamentally different from a concept paper project proposal in terms of its ultimate objective. A definition paper targets the explanation of an idea, theory, practice, or principle per se for the purpose of informing a target audience. On the other hand, a concept paper or project proposal seeks to represent an idea for consideration by others, possibly for funding or support. Hence, a concept paper also entails a persuasive intent. So, extended definition and project proposal are different. When we say extended definition, it seeks to inform irrelevant information, while project proposal seeks to persuade people to support a project. The difference is the main objectives of these prospective technical papers, so they have different intentions. A definition paper examines the whatness or nature of something using rhetorical techniques. In contrast, a concept paper goes beyond definition to convince the reader to implement or support the proposed concept or project. A concept paper is often asked for by an organization prior to the presentation of a full-blown project proposal, often short between 1 to 5 pages. The concept paper serves as an initial outline of the proposed project. So this means that the extended definition uses linguistic techniques that help shape the narrative of the information provided in the text, while project proposal does not only inform but to persuade the readers as well about their proposal since they need funds for the project. Although there is a universal format of a concept paper, but the organization that you are pitching with has a specific format of the concept paper or project proposal that you want to submit to them. So, here are some of the ways on how to write a concept paper as an extended definition. So you can give examples of the term. This is a fitting strategy, especially if the term you're defining is abstract. For example, to clarify the meaning of integrity, you can give examples of behaviors and situations that demonstrate it. So it can be challenging if you define an abstract term since people cannot hear it, touch it, or feel it. Hence, provide an example so that they can visualize the idea in their mind and understand the concept that it pertains. The next is comparison and contrast. Comparison and contrast can also be done. This is advisable when the term is not too familiar or popular with the audience. What you can do is compare and contrast something popular or unfamiliar. So comparison and contrast can be helpful to explain further about the topic you want to explore. You can provide more information or explain further when you compare and contrast the concept to other concept to give more vivid information about the topic. Next is giving details through description is another strategy. You can physically describe something by giving its dimensions, parts, and functions, as in defining what an ATM is. Non-physical description can be done by giving characteristics to define something. So which means that you can use modifiers such as adjectives to explain better about the topic you want to discuss with. So you can describe its characteristics for a better understanding. So next is the historical background. Giving historical background may also enlighten the audience about the meaning of a concept. This strategy is particularly useful when a concept's definition has gone through changes in time. So you can also explore the historical context of the topic you want to discuss. We can actually understand better if we have good historical background of the topic. Some of the things that are happening in the present can be explained better if we have a good grasp of the past that shaped the current events. Next is analysis. Analysis to extend a definition can be done by discussing the idea's components and or its implications. Implications are the far-reaching consequence of a concept. So in writing an extended definition, you may provide your analysis about the topic based on your gathered information. Hence, you have to be evaluative on choosing the right resources or references of your paper. So in terms of style, a definition may be formal or informal, or technical or popular. So this means that there are different types of extended definition depending on your style that suits to your target readers. In a formal definition, a concept is defined by first giving the class to which the term belongs and then proceeding to a discussion of the characteristics that make the term different from other related terms. In science, this approach is called genus et differentia. For example, if you are defining the concept sole proprietorship, you start by saying that it is a business, which is a class, that is owned and operated by one person, the distinguishing characteristic. So basically, formal definition is the definition that you can see in dictionaries or textbooks. In contrast, an informal definition may be just based on a person's personal views. So informal definition is personal or customized depending on how the person understood the topic he wants to share. So it is based on the person's own understanding and how the topic makes sense to him. Next is technical definition. A technical definition, as term says, makes use of technical language or specialized vocabulary of a field, which is why it is not easily understood by a person who lacks the necessary background or training, often a formal definition. So technical definition can also be formal definition. What makes it different is the use of jargons and highfalutin words which are not normally used in dictionaries. These terms are usually used in specific field or discipline. Next is the popular definition. A popular definition, in contrast, makes use of a layman's language and is thus easy to understand. So this means that popular definition is the language used by the common people. This style is used in order to reach wider audience or readers that are not knowledgeable of the technicalities of the topic that you want to share with. Hence, the use of street language. In terms of organization, an extended definition may follow a deductive order. A general statement that defines the term followed by sentences that develop and detail that general statement. For instance, the first sentence of each paragraph mentions an attribute or characteristics of the term being defined, followed by details to explain the said attribute or characteristic. A formal definition often follows this structure. This means that extended definition usually follows a deductive order, which the text presents first the general definition, followed by the details that are related to the general statement. So when you write an extended definition, start with the major idea, then followed by the minor ideas that expound the major ideas. Another way of structuring a definition paper is by saying what is not and then saying what it is. This style leans toward creative writing. So, creative writing can be used to write an extended definition. So, you can give more explanation about the topic by saying what is not in order to know what it is. And that's the end of the video lesson. And I hope that you've learned something. See you on the next video.